Hello, parents and school community. I am so happy to be here talking to you today. We want to talk about some parent concerns today, and we want to talk about why do we do what we do, online learning, how is it beneficial, what are some obstacles we have, and how do we work to improve those. So basically, we want to be an advocacy group, and we want to talk about different types of schooling. I'm going to focus on online learning because that is the platform I'm on, but I definitely always want parent concerns, state support concerns. That is how we got where we are today. The school I currently work for has been in existence for over 20 years. I know that online learning was new to some of us. I was in brick and mortar when, all that happened where we were all sent home. It was a very interesting day. So there are a lot of benefits to online learning. I did enjoy my time in brick and mortar. I have talked to people and respect their decision to homeschool. My personal preference is the online environment. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. There's no commute. This is my home office. I love it. I'm not worrying about Ohio weather, which is lovely by the way today. No commute required. I have my own space. I created what I think is a very comfortable learning environment. So this is my own space. Some of my coworkers have fur, and I've spoiled my cats as much as humanly possible. So there is my environment, in case you were curious. My view is also one which I love, and it's of the front of my home. So I can see people come and go. I know what's going on. The front door's there if I need to grab a quick delivery. Our school is excellent at providing all the resources we need, the technology, the books, the manipulatives. We even send out prizes in the mail for good attendance and lots of different reasons. There's a lot of flexibility when you work in an online environment. You can expand your knowledge. You're getting teachers from all over the state of Ohio. It's self-paced and flexible. It may cost less for you. I know that my college is online, that I've taken for a long time for my master's and getting my intervention license, and I saved a lot of money. I did go to a brick and mortar college initially. In addition, your peers are all over the area, so there's diversity. You can get together face-to-face. We have lots of face-to-face opportunities. In fact, I'm going to start my year out in August going and looking at a horse farm, and they actually focus on all kinds of students, but especially those that need accommodations and have special needs. So a lot of exciting things there. I went to a pumpkin patch last year. I met students at a library. I met them at I actually organized an event for this coming year. We're going to have a ranger give us some information at a state park. So excited for that. It's one of my favorite places to go. So lots of neat things. I actually did testing a few cities away, and I am a first grade intervention specialist, but I got the privilege to test fourth graders. And we got to be in actually a workout room in the hotel with beautiful light, and we had plenty of brain breaks. Those were wrote into my students' IEP. So we got to walk around, we got to try the equipment, we had snack breaks. It was marvelous. Probably do it again next year. Also, the food around the area was wonderful. So it was a nice adventure. Everybody was happy. Some of the parents actually even requested me for a teacher next year, which was a high compliment. That tells me that we are doing what we can to make everybody comfortable. So you can learn independently, but you need to make sure you set up your environment first to be independent. It's good to, there are some hurdles in the online environment, and I'm going to address those too with solutions. So if you're feeling isolated, you want to reach out to your teachers. You want to reach out to other school staff. There's technical support. You want to get these connections early. So as a teacher, I want to meet my families where they're comfortable. I would love it if you email, text, call, whatever your best way to communicate is. That's what we're going to do. I have even used translator for my students that speak different languages than me, so I can email them in that manner. So all the emails I sent last year, I would give them the email in English and, let's say, Spanish. So they were able to understand, and I told them, you do not need to translate for me. Send it back to me, I'll translate it myself. Whatever works for you. I also could call the translator. I set up meetings with a translator on video. I set up phone translator. We are here to make this work and make it a positive for you. It was amazing seeing that student grow in their confidence. I think that was the main issue. He was uncomfortable. He did not feel like he could contribute. And then he bloomed and started sharing and learning, and his goals just took off. If you have trouble getting motivated, find some peer support. Set some goals for yourself. Again, technology, don't let it get you down. If you don't have it, we will provide it. Pick a school that does that. If you have technical issues, our tech department, I have never sent an urgent request. They get back to me so quickly, and they take control of my device, and they're amazing. So take advantage of it. I write down all those special numbers. I've got them all over here. I didn't show you the messy part of my office. It's not that messy, but it has all my post-it notes and possibly confidential information. So I keep that to myself for your protection. We are very careful with your information, by the way. Limit the distractions. If time management is an issue, I'm a yesterday person. I like to get things done early. If that doesn't work for you, set some deadlines. I recommend setting them early. So if something happens in your world, then you're not late. You still have time. So problem solving for those accommodations, all kinds of things to think about. If your student has an additional need, maybe they do or don't have an individualized education program, which you might hear referred to as IEP. Maybe they need one that was brick and mortar. We need to revise it to a online environment. I'm an intervention specialist. I have a wonderful lead, and the whole team gets on board, and we all support each other, and we hold those meetings, and we get that IEP just working right for you and your child. So we are happy to make those accommodations. Many of my students came in this year with behavior goals, but with having that learning coach sitting beside them or coming in, they might be going through different children, and that's completely understandable. I might just request that parent or support person, could you please make sure you get them on time, pop in when you can, and then at the end we usually do an exit ticket. So whatever we've taught that day, we want to check those skills. So it's real important that you're available, but we understand someone comes to the door, you've got another child that's hungry, the dog barks. You can mute yourself, go off video for a brief time. We encourage you to be on video. It's so much easier to work together if I can see you and hear you, and you can see and hear me. So a lot of information here. I hope it's helpful. I'm happy to answer questions anytime. So just remember, we are here for you. That is what we're doing at our school. So you will notice an outline of what we've talked about. I wrote a parent letter, and I'm just going to give it to you in summary. Basically, our goal is to form and maintain positive relationships with the community. You are part of that community. We want to be effective. We want the unexpected benefits. We already talked about it, that lack of travel and things. So just make sure that you are prepared and reach out. Let us help you. You are not alone in this. So if you have any other questions, I'm happy to answer it ongoing. And we just want to act to improve this online learning environment. It is I had a wonderful year last year. I think you're going to have a wonderful year this year. And we're going to work together. I'm finding if I help your child, great. If you help your child, wonderful. If the community is doing for your child, okay. But what if we all get together and they have everybody's support? That's when the magic really happens. You have my contact information. Please reach out anytime. And I hope you have a fantastic day wherever you may be. Oh, one more thing. I love to talk about the weather in different areas, if that's something you like to do too.